Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I recently got the opportunity to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I wanted to make this video to kind of share with you my experience. Before I went, I looked into it and I couldn't really find any videos here on YouTube that really gave me the information that I wanted about the party. Except for one, and I will leave that link down below. That video that I watched was from Oh Yeah Disney, I believe. They have a company called Oh Yeah Apparel, which I actually have one of their shirts, Scott and Emily. I'm a big fan of theirs. I love their YouTube channel, I love their Instagram, and their video really kind of helped me out a lot and gave me the information that I wanted, so I will leave that link down below for you guys to watch. But this video is going to be all about my experience. So I first wanted to start off with just kind of the information about it. Tickets are around $80, at least that's what it was for the day that I went. The prices go up and down a little bit, I think. They kind of go slightly up and down depending on the popularity of the time that you're going and also on the night. I did go on a Friday night and it was sold out. It was also the day before the 45th anniversary of Magic Kingdom, so that might have had something to do with it. It was also during the Food and Wine Festival, so it was a crowded time in Disney. Not as crowded as it gets closer to Halloween, but I would say mostly because of the Food and Wine Festival, it was pretty crowded, and the night that I went to the Halloween party was sold out. Another thing is that you can dress up. It is so much fun to dress up. My friend and I made t-shirts and we wore tiaras because we were kind of princesses. Insert a picture here of our shirts. We felt totally out of place even with homemade shirts and tiaras. We wish we kind of did more of a costume, and if I ever got the chance to go again, I would dress up more. They do have rules, by the way, and I'll leave a link down below to the video that Disney actually uploaded to kind of the rules and regulations of dressing up. Another thing is you can trick-or-treat no matter how old you are. I will show you guys in a second, but we did trick-or-treat, and there are multiple trick-or-treat stations throughout the park. They are on the map, which actually have a map right here, so you can open up the map, and I don't know if you can see that, but there are certain areas in the park that are just for trick-or-treating. You will see a big orange blow up that says trick-or-treat on it, and you can go there, hold open your bag, and they will give you handfuls of candy. You can go multiple times. You don't have to just go through one once. You can go multiple times. We did that. I want to say I did hear that Disney ordered about 300 million pounds of candy this year for the party, so they give you a lot and they give you really good candy. Also, if you do have allergies, they have allergy kind of friendly candy. You just have to get a special trick-or-treat bag different to the ones that they give everyone else. And at the candy stations, I think they have allergy friendly candy stations that if you have an allergy you can go to, and you can also get candy. So that's really awesome that they have people with allergies in mind and they can accommodate people who cannot have the regular candy. Another thing that I want to mention is merchandise. There is special merchandise just for the Halloween party. They have things like pins, which I did get a pin. I will show you later on in the video. T-shirts, different types of treats. We didn't get any treats or anything, but they do have different treats. Basically everything you need to know about the party is in here. So as soon as you get into Magic Kingdom, you get one of these because it has the times for the shows. There is different shows, which I'll talk about later on, all the treat locations, where the candy stations are, all the merchandise where you can buy it. So this is kind of the holy grail to the party. You want to get one of these as soon as you get into the park. So speaking of getting into the park, you have a ticket. This was my ticket. We were able to get our party tickets at a discount because we know a cast member, so she was able to get these for us. And as soon as you get in, you don't go into Magic Kingdom with your Magic Band. You go in with this card. This is your ticket. At least for us it was. I'm not sure how it works if you book it yourself, since our tickets were bought by a cast member. This was our ticket, so we signed in with this and we got in. Then as soon as you get through kind of that first thing, right before you go into the park, you have to see a cast member and get one of these wristbands. This is your ticket into the party. You cannot do anything without this wristband. You cannot ride rides. You cannot go basically anywhere in the park without this wristband. There are cast members everywhere, and I mean, like, even just standing outside of rides in between the different, you know, areas of the park. We would just be walking from Fantasyland to Frontierland, and there would be cast members there asking, you know, where's your wristband? Mostly in the beginning of the party, not so much towards the end, because by the end they kind of have gotten all of the non-Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party people out of the park. In the beginning, you know, we are constantly asking, you know, where's your wristband? Let me see your wristband. Can I, you know, see your wristband? Even getting on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, we did that in the beginning of the party, and there was a father and daughter trying to get on the ride, and sorry about the noise. Anyway, like I was saying, there was a father and daughter trying to get on the ride, and the cast member who was kind of in the front of the line asked for their wristband, and when they said they didn't have one, they were basically turned away and were not allowed to go on the ride. And so this is your ticket in. If you don't have this, you cannot do anything. Another thing about the parties is they are not every single night. I know from the time that we were there was one on a Thursday night, Friday night, and Sunday night. There was not one Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's mostly because the Saturday that we were there, it was the 45th anniversary of Magic Kingdom, and so they kept the park open all night for the anniversary. But I know there is a link on the Disney website. If I find the link, I will leave it down below of all the days of the party. So if you're planning on going, you can see what time works best with your schedule and your trip and everything. So I'll leave that link down below. So the things that go on during the party, basically the park is open kind of like normal. There are sections that are closed to keep the occupancy down. They do not let, I really kind of hate sometimes that my room is over the garage, because you hear noises like this all the time, and it's really annoying when you're trying to film a video. Anyway, again, like I was saying, the things that go on during the party, like I said before, that it's pretty much open like a regular day at the park, night at the park, except that there are sections of the park that are closed because they don't want to let in as many people as they usually let in. They only sell a certain number of tickets, and once they reach that limit, then it's sold out. Can't buy anymore. I'm not exactly sure what that number is, but it's definitely significantly less than a normal, you know, day at the park. The rides are open like normal. You can get on. The wait times are shorter, obviously, because there's less people in the park than there is on a normal day, but there are special things that go on, you know, throughout the night. So there is the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, which is the castle show, and it's all about, you know, the Sanderson sisters and a lot of Disney villains. So that show was amazing. Such a good show. I absolutely loved it. Also, I am a huge fan of the movie Hocus Pocus, so it was really amazing to see the show. There were villains in it like Oogie Boogie, which again, I'm a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, so it was awesome. There was, you know, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, basically like all the villains, like you name it, that villain was in it. That show was great, and it's at, you know, certain times during the night on this, you know, it says 8 p.m, 9:15, 10:40, and midnight. So you can, you know, get multiple chances to see that, you know, if you're on rides or you're doing something else. There is also the Mickey's Boo To You Halloween Parade. This was the best parade I have seen in Disney so far. I loved this parade. It was better than, you know, all the other parades. I loved it. It was incredible. The music, I loved the music in this parade. Also, you know, seeing all the, you know, normal characters, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, seeing all of them in their Halloween outfits, so adorable. We got to see characters that you don't normally see, like the Seven Dwarfs were in it. Also, one of my personal favorite parts was the Wreck-It Ralph float. It smelled like candy. It came by and you just smelled candy. It was awesome. And then the best part was at the end, there was a big float with all of you know, the best Disney villains. So that was awesome. There was also a Haunted Mansion section, which I thought was really cool, with grave diggers and ghosts. This trip was actually the first time I had been on Haunted Mansion, so I just figured out what all of these are and, you know, how they relate to the ride. But it was awesome seeing them and then getting to go on the ride, you know, later on in the trip. So just have nothing but good things to say about that parade. It was amazing. Another thing that they have is Celebrate the Magic, which is basically the same as the normal Celebrate the Magic, which, if you don't know what it is, it's just kind of a projection show on the castle. The only thing that was different of the one at the Halloween party is they did add some more villain touches to it. There is the fireworks show, which is Happy Hollow Wishes, and that happens right after the Celebrate the Magic projection show. Unfortunately, the day that we went to the party, it did rain at night, and so they had to postpone the fireworks, and we were soaking wet and decided that we just wanted to go to the Monsters Inc. Laugh Factory, I think it's called, that show, and we ended up kind of missing the fireworks a little bit. Like, we were in there ready to go into the show, we heard the fireworks, ran out, and we watched them from Tomorrowland. Didn't have the best view. We kind of caught the end of it, which is really sad because we had such an amazing spot for it. We were sitting right in front of the castle. We were like so close. Sitting right in front of the castle, like, it was right there, and we would have had the most amazing view, but unfortunately, because of the rain, we took cover somewhere else and then kind of missed it. But from what we could see and hear, it was great. It was just an awesome fireworks show, but it was kind of centered around the villains. Pretty much the Halloween party is centered around the villains, which is cool. You know, I do love my princesses. They are, you know, my favorite. It is pretty cool to see the villains kind of be the star for Halloween. There are also special character appearances, so you can meet certain characters that you cannot meet on a daily basis, like the Seven Dwarves, Jack and Sally. I know Belle and Gaston are out, and Belle is usually not out in Magic Kingdom. The only place you can meet Belle in Magic Kingdom is when you go to Enchanted Tales with Belle. She's usually out in France in Epcot, so you can meet her, which I wanted to do, but the line was too long. I think there are a few villains that are out. We didn't meet any characters that night. We mostly did rides. So there are special foods, and on here it says there are 4 specialty foods. Fortunately, we didn't get any of them, but there is the creepy ice cream cookie sandwich, which you can get at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor, the spider cupcake and worms and dirt at the Main Street Bakery, which we did actually see the next day. We went back to Magic Kingdom and we actually saw it, and it was a really cute cupcake. Then there's candy corn soft serve ice cream at Storybook Treats and pumpkin spice cupcake at Gaston's Tavern, which I am very sad that I missed out on because I'm sure that's delicious. Then for merchandise, so for the special merchandise at the Emporium, which is on Main Street, you can get t-shirts and the magic band, also the pins. I did get my pin there. At the box office gifts, you can get the magic band. At Mickey Star Traders, you can get the t-shirt, and at Big Top Souvenirs, you can get t-shirts and trading pins. I will show you my pin now. This is the one that I got. It's a limited release. It just has the kind of logo from the party this year. Pretty sure there are other pins that you can get. This is just the one that I got. I went right up to the register and asked for a pin, and they had them at the register. Didn't really have any of the merchandise out. You had to go ask for it. That's another thing to keep in mind if you are going and you would like to buy some of the things. This pin was about $15, $14.99. It's a limited release. You can only get this and, you know, the magic band, t-shirts, all that stuff at the party, so you have to go to the party to get things like this. So another thing, this was the candy bag this year. It had Beauty and the Beast on it, which of course I loved because that's my favorite. And on the other side I have Moana, which is the new Disney movie that's coming out in November, I believe. This is the bag from this year, and they will fill it with candy. It's great. So that is everything I have to share about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will answer them. The thing I just want to say is that party was amazing. I didn't think that it would be anything special, and at first my friend and I were not going to go, but we did go because we were lucky enough to get discounted tickets, and honestly I would pay the full price for the tickets. It was amazing. I would 100% go back again. It was just a lot of fun. Also, I did forget to mention before, there is also a Monsters Inc. dance party in Tomorrowland, so they play music and you could just dance with Mike, Sully, and Boo at certain times, so that was also a lot of fun. We did do that. Yeah, like I was saying, it's just so much fun, and I don't know what, like, I honestly, it's just one of the most incredible things I've ever done at Disney, and I would 100% go back again. It was just so much fun. Like, honestly, I don't know what else to say about it besides the fact that it was just so much fun. And if you've never gone and you're thinking about it, 100% do it, because you will have so much fun. That was my video about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Again, like I said before, if you have any more questions, let me know and I will answer them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.